At Friendly Edition. What do women think of a guy who honestly shares his emotions and is willing to open up? Quote, what do women think of a guy who honestly shares his emotions and is willing to open up? Great. But don't be the guy who has 3 mental breakdowns a week and unloads everything on his girlfriend. They will preach how much they like emotionally healthy men, but in reality they will recoil in disgust. How do I keep a girl away from asking about hobbies that are clearly not interesting for her? By never mentioning it to her. Don't know what you kids expect. Expose someone to something and he or she will form an opinion of it. If she's trying to like the guy, she wants to at least try and see what he likes, whether that'll turn into genuine interest or at least fake it in goodwill. Gosh, men are like elementary school kids. No, you can't like what I liked, it's mine, I liked it first. Don't fake interest in something you don't like. Quote, gosh, men are like elementary school kids, this is true, yet you still put up with us. Quote, don't fake interest in something you don't like. If she didn't why doesn't my girlfriend care about me and want to do anything cool with me? Quote, why doesn't my girlfriend care about me and want to do anything cool with me? I've never said that. Don't project other people's opinions onto me. I'd rather just find something new we could do together or look into your interests rather than make you miserable doing things you don't like just to make me happy. Don't want to be happy at the expense of making a girl miserable. I've never been miserable spending time with my partner, even while doing something I was not particularly interested in. Even if I wouldn't find something particularly interesting if my boyfriend wasn't into it, it doesn't mean I can't enjoy it with him. Well, it's just that at my games stores guys bring their girlfriends in all the time and they usually just sit there quietly and occasionally give an awkward smile whenever he seems existed. Feminine here. I like video games and I hate going to game stores. I need to be able to relax and feel comfortable, and I can't do that with people making comments about my playing. That's why I don't go to game stores and keep my video gaming to my room when I'm alone. Those girlfriends might be the same. I was more talking about tabletop and card games. They don't seem to be interested in the games at all, not just wanting to keep it private. But yeah, I understand what you mean. That does sound comfy, quietly cuddling a girl while she plays games. Just the difference is that you can't really get comfy like that in LGS. The girls just tend to sit awkwardly in the seat next to the boyfriends. I tried getting into MTG once. The cards were too expensive for what I could afford at the time. I had no one that would advise me on building a good deck and playing. The men at the store treated me like someone to make fun of and had no interest in being friends, thus ended all my interest in card games. Quote, the men at the store treated me like someone to make fun of and had no interest in being friends. Sounds about right. Most game stores are very hostile towards women unless they come in with the boyfriend. It's a really shame, honestly. I would rather just go on my own. Don't see any point bringing a girl who's just going to sit around being miserable doing nothing, then they wonder why they can't get a GF. Pokemon seems to be one of the big acceptations. Cardfight Vanguard has quite a few female players at my store. If you don't mind the Angle, Feather and Bermuda Triangle clans, that's a good business idea though, charging guys to play with cute girls. No dude, that type of guys thinks job mandated politeness equals she's into me. Those guys would end up **ing the girls. Only the most desperate girls would accept a job like that. Squalor all around. Don't do that. Well yeah, I suppose it's a bad idea. I just don't want my LGS not to be a smelly, depressing sausage fest anymore. Women make everything nicer. Tried Dominion or Star Realms? I have. The S*** my ex likes to watch on TV is so boring. I don't miss it, and I don't miss being forced to waste my time getting bored out of my mind with that S***. Feminines, have you ever been in a relationship with a guy who was completely different from what you would expect yourself to fall for? If so, why and what? Women, if the guy you're into turns out having a below-average penis, does that make you not really excited for the sex? I've had great sex with guys who were below average. Like the skin on my arms were tingling from the orgasm and it was PIV. No, sex with a below average D** can be pretty good, and it's way better for B***s. But not great, and you know you have the power to get great sex, so wouldn't you be thinking that you deserve better? You're twisting what I said. I had better sex with a guy with a below average D** than I did with a guy with a above average D**. D** size matters a lot less than you think it does. Great sex is not that much about the technique or the tool. Most of the time it is just being comfortable with each other, having fun and enjoying each other's bodies. No, they just pretend to like it so they don't hurt his feelings. Why would they care about hurting men's feelings? They could just leave them for a bigger guy. What the F** is with every 5 posts being spammed with Chad cha is that one and on. What the F is his problem? Trolling is fun. I'm not a Chad, but I have enough women to pick from at any given time. Maybe your personality just sucks bro calling it trolling, but we all know you're jealous and seething and coping. What the F** are you trying to say? Everything other word is just some buzzword invented in the last 5 years. Chad zoomer bloomer doomer boom cope seeth crunch lits and pie. Maybe pick up a dictionary so you can actually communicate. Him saying that moron is spamming about Chad when in reality his personality probably just sucks and he could be a Chad if he wanted to. Holy F***, do you speak English? Do you have a brain in that skull of yours? Quit saying everything's Chad and actually try to say what you want to. The internet is killing your brain cells. Quote, I'm not a Chadic. Him saying that moron is spamming about Chad when in reality his personality probably just sucks and he could be a Chad if he wanted to. Have sex. Him saying that moron is spamming about Chad when in reality his personality probably just sucks and he could be a Chad if he wanted to. It's sweet justice that but hurt 8/10 anon is tall, educated, makes middle CLS money, fit and still raging while guys with less have more P than him. Plus 8/10. They're flings, unless that doesn't matter to you in the long run. I'm not 8/10 anon. That's someone else. Girls, am I worth dating? I have a close circle of friends with whom I act normally. Outside of the circle, I am an awkward guy. I have a steady job as a developer in a small company. Believe me, none of my friends are developers or nerds of any kind, which I am. My hobbies are music and water sports. None of the things you listed make someone worthy or unworthy of dating. What makes a person worthy of dating? Depends who you ask. For me, both good character and basic attraction. Just one of two isn't enough. Thank you. I understand that attraction is a subjective thing, and that it would vary from person to person. Quote, character, I wouldn't say that I have a bad character, or a good one for that matter. Basic attraction IS**UME that by basic attraction, you probably mean something like looks and personality. I have average looks and a weak personality. I suppose personality is why I fail my relationship attempts. I am not assuming that this is the case with every girl, but it would be a common factor for most of them. I just want a somewhat cute girlfriend who is nice to me. Yikes, disgusting insult. That's very toxic of you. You don't deserve love. You deserve to die cold and alone. Quote, you don't deserve love. You deserve to die cold and alone eerily. Most girls everybody knows has that mentality. Just explain to her how you feel and tell her to figure out how she feels and tell you when she knows, and don't worry about it until then. If she isn't trusting of you, then why would you want to be with her, you know? Thanks, I will do just that, but I understand why a girl wouldn't trust me even if it isn't a very nice feeling. I'm willing to put the time in because I want to build a wholesome long-term relationship built on a strong mutual emotional bond, goals and trust, not fleeting PS**ion and vapid attraction, and I think pushing for sex would F* that right up. Quote, really, I'm just telling you how women think and operate. They would prefer guys like you and me were shot. Girls, would you like it if I got shot? Quote, they would prefer guys like you and me were shot. Let's find out if that's true. Also, I'm not like you. Mwah mwah mwah, no shot, only protect. So, is that a yes or a number? I think that means she wants to mommy-dom you to protect you from bullets. You sound really nice and caring and on. Yes. Why are women so warm and lovely? Yes. Why are women so warm and lovely? No, I don't even want the other anon you're quoting to get shot and he's a d***y. I don't want other people to suffer, and even if I do, that's unfair, misplaced anger, and would not reflect in my sincere desires. But I'd like for the other anon to stop posting on ADV, or else take some steps to reflect on himself and realize that perhaps he does not have everything all figured out. You sound really nice and caring anon. Damn, girl, coming in with the practicality. I know I'm mommy memeing over here, but I do agree with this feminine and is bitter and mean and crabs in a bucket. I consider the inslanon. I don't actually want him to die. I want him to be happy and secure in himself, but in the meantime I just want him far away from me. Why are women so warm and lovely? Quote, crabs in a bucket, that's a new one. What does it mean, mommy? Crab mentality, also known as crabs in a bucket, also barrel, basket, or pot mentality, is a way of thinking best described by the phrase, if I can't have it, neither can you. 1. The metaphor is derived from a pattern of behavior noted in crabs when they are trapped in a bucket. While any one crab could easily escape, 2. Its efforts will be undermined by others, ensuring the group's collective demise. 3. 4. I learned something new, sounds like my old friends. Hello my child. When one has a bucket of crabs, if one crab starts crawling out, the other crabs grab hold of it in their own desperate attempt to get out, and the first crab is back in. So crabs in a bucket is a destructive community that holds each other back. I learned something new, sounds like my old friends. No, unless you are in the middle of committing an extremely violent crime right now and you're posting as a ribby. Then kind of, for the sake of the victim. Bitter guys like you, yes. Simple sad boys like the anon you're trying to tear down to your level. No, they deserve to be protect. Yes. Quote, simple sad boys like the anon you're trying to tear down to your level. No, they deserve to be protect, but why aren't you females f***ing dating those sad boys? Could make them happier. Leave her, she has power in the relationship until you do. Leave her, she has power in the relationship until you do. But these things will end the relationship, won't they? And she has power in it until you do. Sorry, that's just how it works. Also, if she's not up to your standards, you shouldn't be with her in the first place, and anything that you're plotting to do is abusive and scummy. With any luck, if you try, she will rightly leave you and talk about how abusive and scummy you are, thereby damaging your chances with women overall. Please consider working on yourself. Quote, with any luck, if you try, she will rightly leave you and talk about how abusive and scummy you are, thereby damaging your chances with women overall. Quote, however, if you're hostile and hateful towards women, that's an issue and will rightly repel them. You do realize that n*OD in this thread is actually hateful towards female creatures in real life, right? That would be social suicide, get you a false rape charge, get you fired, kicked out of school, rumors spread about you, etc. It just comes down to looks, and if you don't have a +8/10 Chad face as a man, you're not getting any holes. Quote, n*OD is actually hateful towards female creatures. Female creatures are none. This right here, as well as the last sentence, is exactly why I'm not going to waste my time attempting to give you advice or convince you otherwise. You need to be open to advice and to being wrong for that advice to have any effect. And right now, you are not. A female creature has literally never proved me wrong. They're like a broken record that always resort to pig-related. Glad that you admit your defeat though. A bit of self-awareness is surprising from a woman. A nun who asked if HES should get shot here. I don't hate women, I just struggle with modern dating. It's just so cold, superficial and exhausting, and I want no part in these relationships that just seem like 3-month-long hookups. That would kill me, and it's hard to meet girls through other methods. I do feel very lonely since I am genuinely struggling to find a girlfriend, but I don't blame women for it since I can understand why they wouldn't trust me or be cautious, and at the end of the day I'm not entitled to a girlfriend. It would be nice though. Quote, however, if you're hostile and hateful towards women, that's an issue and will rightly repel them, so why did Ted Bundy hurt so many women? Adolf Hitler, Chris Brown, all these men have histories of abuse and murder, yet they slayed mad p***. Because they are hostile towards woman in a different sense. The other anon is hostile to woman because he is weak and can't get what he wants from them. Ted Bundy gets what he wants by killing women and doesn't give a f** about them. The anon cares about them, which is what repels women. You say this online, but in reality, you go for the Chad that slaps you around and calls you AC** around his mates. How do I get a girl to open up to me? Quote, hang out with girl, we like each other. She encourages me to open up to her and wants to be close to me, buys me gifts, flirts with me in person, yet extremely emotionally distant, won't date me, gave me various reasons. I've honestly never dealt with someone so emotionally closed off.